Fortune is blind. Fortune to one is mother, to another is stepmother. My dear students, teachers, parents, and all the well-wishers, welcome back to another proverb. A beautiful village, there lived two young men. One is Mr. Fortune, another is Mr. Misfortune. Mr. Fortune has a guardian angel, Mrs. Fortune. She bestows all the best things. Whatever he touches turns out to be gold. Day by day, he is becoming rich and rich with all the luck, with all the fortunate things happening in his life. Mr. Misfortune, very unlucky. Whatever work he does, it fails. He stopped working because he doesn't believe that he can be anytime successful. He's become a little lazy. His guardian angel is Mrs. Misfortune. She gives all the unlucky things to him. One day he got vexed up in his life. He thought, I'm going to have a journey, a long journey, go and meet my guardian angel and say that it's enough. I had enough unlucky things in my life. You better stop all those unlucky things so that at least I'll set right my life. He wanted to say. He started his journey. When he was walking, he saw Mr. Fortune coming opposite to him. And he thought, this man is coming. He's so lucky. He gets everything. And he's a very happy man and a nice man, Mr. Fortune. And he waved a hand to our Mr. Misfortune. And he said, hey man, where are you going? He said, I'm going to meet my guardian angel and say enough. I don't want any more unlucky things in my life. He laughed. Okay. Why don't you go and tell my guardian angel, that is Mrs. Fortune, to stop giving all the fortune things to me, the lucky things to me, because I had enough. I have everything on earth. So I don't want anything more. She can stop. Better you go and tell her if you meet. And if you meet and tell and come back, I'll give you 200 coppers. He's becoming greedy and he said, no, 200, 140. Like that, he's little greedy, and at the end, Mr. Fortune said, okay, I'll give only 10 coppers. The deal is okay, you can go and tell. He said, okay, better than 0. 10 is better than 0. And then he walked. He went to, he had a big journey because it's a fairy kind of tale. Long journey through snows, through woods, through hills, through mountains, through valleys. He reached the castle of Misfortune. Beautiful castle. And he went and called, hey, Mrs. Fortune, I've come from so-and-so place. Kindly stop giving all the best things to Mr. Fortune in my village. Then she screamed at the top of her voice, who are you to tell me? I bestow all the best things, luckiest things, all the possible things in the world to the hardworking people, and he is the most hardworking in the village. I give him whatever he wants. Who are you to tell me? Then quietly he went to Mrs. Misfortune's castle. He called, hey, are you there? Come out. How long you give me all the misfortunes? Come out. Face me. Talk to me. Then slowly the misfortune had come out. And she said, who are you? Why are you calling me? See, enough. You have given me so many unlucky things in my life. So stop giving. I lost everything. And she said, there is nothing such thing happens. you are lazy, you're not hardworking, and moreover you're greedy. Because of your greediness, you lost your 200 coppers also on your way. It is you who gets this. The hardworking deserves the best, and the lazy doesn't get anything at the end of the day. The story is, it's not just the people who are lucky. Many times we find, yes, fortune is blind. It occurs to people. It doesn't look, I should give the lucky things to this person, I should not give lucky things to this person. It is not that. Fortune is blind. Sometimes it occurs to one person who is lucky enough from birth till the death. He gets everything. Sometimes that particular person doesn't get even a single thing in his life, though he waits for that luck. That's why even another proverb speaks, fortune is blind, fortune is mother to one. It can be mother's love, sacrificial love. Mother gives best things to the children. Mother protects the children. Mother takes care of the children. Mother prays for the children. She forgoes many things for the best of the children. So luck is like mother to someone, but at the same time, to another, luck is like stepmother. We have seen enough of Bollywood, Tollywood stories of stepmother stories, drama. Cinderella is the best example. How cruel the stepmother is. Not all, but usually a stepmother is a stepmother. So to one is like mother, to another is like stepmother. My dear students, teachers, parents, don't just depend on the luck. You don't wait for it. It comes to you automatically when you start using your opportunities. When you work hard in the given area of your limitations. We all have our own limitations. Everyone doesn't have the opportunities like others. Like you can't, compare yourself with others. Our life, our own life is different from your friend's life. The available skills, the available talents, the available opportunities in your own limitations, make the best out of it. Automatically, luck comes to them. Luck is with them. Fortune is always with someone who works hard, who is diligent, hardworking, all the time awake, not sleeping. If you sleep and dream about the fortune, you end up misfortune. You dream, but work for that dream. I want everybody to think about this wonderful proverb. Fortune is blind. Are you ready? Are you working hard that you look lucky for everyone? Think about it. Work hard. Hard work is the best. Whether luck comes or not, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the fortunes. When you're working hard, you will have peace of mind. You will have the satisfaction of life. Take care. Be blessed.